everybody, welcome to another episode of Fucking Easy Food Prep. Healthy food you actually want to eat. So excuse my nasally voice because Craig has given me the man flu and he's given it to Mel. So, you know the man flu, it's a particularly bad strain of flu. So we're all a little bit nasally. We're getting into our OJ and our bone broth and our aspirin. So I'm sure in a couple of days we'll be fine. Today I am making another super easy recipe in the slow cooker. So this is one that I am going to have before bed. So I think a common myth in the fitness industry is that you shouldn't eat sugar and you shouldn't eat carbs before bed. But what I have found is when I didn't do that, I would wake up numerous times during the night, I'd need to pee and I'd just wake up feeling really tired. So when you eat something at night, before you go to bed that has some sugar, a small amount of protein, carbs, a pinch of salt, what it does is and a bit of fat, helps to keep you full during the night and balance your blood sugar so you don't wake up. So what I usually find with women is if they're constantly waking up through the night, they just need to regulate their blood sugar better and eat more carbs during the day and then have this small snack in the evening. So yeah, if you're having trouble sleeping, give it a try because having a good sleep is just amazing and you are gonna feel so much better. So this recipe is super fucking easy. We've just got 1 cup or 250 grams of risotto rice, 300 grams of condensed milk, love condensed milk. In here I've just got 650 grams of apples that I've peeled and cored and just diced roughly. So if you're really time poor, then just grab a tin of apples and you can just throw that in, so that'll save you even more time. I've got 5 cups of full cream milk. I've got some cinnamon, I have some nutmeg, and I have the trusty new gel. So if you come closer, I'm just going to show you the very easy method. Okay, so this is another one that you pretty much can't fuck up if you're a kitchen hack like me. So you just pour all of the ingredients into the slow cooker. Just gonna scrape out this yummy condensed milk. Just love condensed milk, so yummy. Craig actually eats this before he goes to bed. And then we're going to pour the milk in. And if you wanted to have it a little bit of a fattier version, a little bit more fat, you could also add some cream. Then we're going to add in the cinnamon. Now, just going to sort of roughly go with the cinnamon. Just, you know, it depends on how much you like cinnamon, but I'm just going to probably just a teaspoon of cinnamon. But you can add a bit more if you like, or a little bit less. And you can also add more or less condensed milk depending on how sweet you like it. I'm just going to add a little pinch of ground nutmeg. That's probably enough, don't want too much nutmeg. And then I'm going to add in the new gel. So in this one, I'm going to make this, for me, this is going to make 12 serves, but it will depend on the person. So I'm going to add roughly about 12 tablespoons of new gel because that will be 1 per serve. So I'm just gonna roughly do this. Can you see there? I just spilt it. You can measure it out properly, but that'll do. Now you're just gonna stir that all up. Oh, it smells so yummy. Oh, actually, and you've just got to put a little bit of salt in there as well. So just stir that all up. Sit tight, and I'm gonna grab some salt. Just a few pinches of salt. Salt helps to lower stress hormones. So we'll just stir that up and then we're going to pop the lid on. So I just made a bit of messy. See, I'm a bit of a kitchen hack, you know. Put the lid on. And we're gonna pop that one on high and we're gonna come back and check it in a couple of hours. So depending on your slow cooker will depend on how long it will take. What I find with this recipe is that you'll leave it for a few hours and you'll think, oh geez, like it doesn't look like it's soaked up all the liquid. Just taste the rice and as long as it's soft, it's fine. And what you'll find is when you turn it off, it'll actually all soak up and the consistency will be quite good. So we'll come back and we'll check this in a couple of hours. Okay, so it's now actually 4 hours later. So it took a bit, and I was like, Kitty, what about the apples that you put? That she put on. I'm like, oh fuck, 4 hours later. But anyway, because this was a little bit of an experiment, this recipe, and come closer and I'll show you how it's turned out. So we'll just open up. As you can see, it's still, like if you just let that cool down, it'll soak up quite a bit of that liquid. And I actually think, you know, this is not a particularly creamy recipe. Like when you taste it, it's quite sweet and it's quite appley. It's got quite an appley consistency, and it's not really, really creamy. So if you wanted to make it a bit more of like a cream pudding, I would say probably maybe put a cup of cream in there and then 3 cups of milk, and reduce the apples right down, like maybe half the apples. But I actually really like it. I think it tastes really nice. It's sort of like apple pie, and it's not really fatty, so it's not going to smash your fat macros. It'll actually be a really nice one to have after dinner and before you go to bed. It's quite sweet, so if you don't like it really sweet, I would probably reduce the condensed milk to say maybe 200 grams. But I think it's a success. Like I would actually try this one. I think it's really nice. It's got that nice little apple cinnamon flavour. So try that one before you go to bed. It'll be a really good one in winter. Enjoy.